All right. Welcome, teachers, educators, family members, human beings who love other human beings. My name is Chantra Deanne Donald Williams. Today I'll be going by Joy, and welcome to the Charter Collaborative here at Saginaw Valley State University. Come on down to the Valley if you want to get a better life quality. So today it is my pleasure to host what we are calling Sustaining Educator Wellness. There's our valley. When you go through those arches, you can come and you'll find the College of Education, and our home base is right here in that building. What we want to open you up to today is an outline of the day. Go ahead and read that for yourself. Our main topic is hitting on understanding educator burnout and stress. We're not going to stay there too long because our ultimate goal is to be able to, with every session, to walk through steps of how to be healthy and hopeful and to reclaim our power and redirect our energy, right? And so over the next week, we're going to have 5 sessions. Each of those will touch on something a little different, but they're all slices of the same pie, and we're going to eat good this week, y'all. So with that in mind, if we go into today, day 1, it is what our overview for today is right before you. Feel free to check that out, screenshot whatever you need. If you need resources from these slides or additional links to videos or pieces, please let me know and I'm happy to serve. With that, taking a moment of quick pause, just to be thankful that we get to be here today, that we get to be in the service of others, that we get to be the difference makers for somebody's day. That's the power we walk in today. So as we go through, we're going to think about some things about ourselves, some things about others. And on the inside, we're coming out with the hope of next steps and what they can look like and celebrating where we are. Because it took a lot to get here. So we're not going to lose the celebration, right? Objectives for today, we're going to just build awareness of practical strategies. And so when we all get together, we'll be able to share things that are working for us over the years, because we are seasoned, you all, like good seasoning salt. Like we passed Laurie's. So we have some flavor we can share with one another, that we can support, be accountable to one another, help collaborate for real, right? And then walk those steps off for well-being, not just for us, but for our students and our families. With that being said, if we look at our current snapshot of just us, not just educators, but Americans, if the thought is 8 in 10 Americans, 84%, are already feeling the emotions that are leading to what's being identified as being overwhelmed, stressed out, burnt out. If that's the majority of an average American, regardless of profession, we're going to hit the pause button. Remember when you was in school and they had it was like freeze? You just had to stop. You didn't know what you were going to do next, but you knew you needed to stop. This is that pause where you're saying, okay, that's what we're dealing with. Okay, so now what? Thank you for the information. But as we know, information alone does not produce change, inspiration, or any next steps. It gives us some ammunition, some things to work on. And so using this as like, okay, a thing is a thing, what now? Particularly in looking at educator burnout and seeing cycles. And I'm going to call it cycles of dysfunction. Because the song that came to mind was that song, Don't Push Me, 'Cause I'm Close to the Edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. Okay? Seems like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how I keep from going under. I remember telling that to a board member after APD where they was trying to get our heads right, like legitly caring about our souls and spirits. And I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this whole teacher thing. And I genuinely love children and believe this is my calling for real. And none of that matters right now because I don't want my calling to become my curse because I feel like I'm going to catch a case when a kid come at me the wrong way and I'm already on 9 and 10 as high as the scale goes. I don't want to, the phrase people use now, I don't want to crash out on an adult, an administrator, or a child, but I'm knowing something's not right. And it's the cycle. One gentleman put it, we're not overwhelmed. We are slowly eroding amidst being embedded into unhealthy cycles. That's not overwhelmed. That's not one moment. No. I'm not overwhelmed. I'm embedded into a dysfunctional cycle that I don't see my way out of, and it's breaking me down. Ooh, okay. So let's get that energy back, get that power back. One, identify the cycle. Like we all about to be in here in the meeting, like, okay, this is the particular issue I'm dealing with, and let's get together and walk out of it. If you're looking at that, what are some of the common things that we hear? The kids off the chain. They're not paying attention. They're not performing. They're this many years, not months, days, or weeks below in this many subject areas. We don't have a steady teacher. The teachers are not able to focus. Their bodies are shutting down. We're dealing with uncertified teachers who have the heart to show up, but they don't have the content, knowledge, and background to be able to do some of the things that are required of them. Things are happening in different directions we don't understand. Okay, wait, you want me to handle this thing and that, but then you're interrupting my class time. Students are coming with their own stress. I'm dealing with a child who's homeless. I'm dealing with a child who doesn't speak the language and needs help. I'm dealing with a family that's terrified of being deported. I'm dealing with a child who's dealing with leukemia. And you sitting here asking me about did I put my grades in? And I'm sitting here trying not to completely forget that I still got to go home and be a caregiver, whether it be to a child or to a full-grown adult, my parent. All of this stuff is happening, and it's the cycle of saying, how God? That's what I ask. Like, whoever you do your with, that's mine. And so it's being able to say, hit again, y'all. I should have put the picture up. The pause button. Pause. This is when you breathe and say, wait a minute, what do you see happening right now in you? We're going to go straight medical. Wait a minute. Your heart palpitating, your blood pressure done got high, your stomach toe up, either you eating everything or can't eat nothing. I have an amazing educator. All of a sudden, bodies start breaking out in rashes. I've had an amazing educator who would start to vomit before they came to school. I had amazing educators who all of a sudden would walk around with migraines, get an extreme brain fog, who couldn't focus. You are not being able to sleep is actually high on the scale for educators who are trying to burn the candle at both ends. And in the words of one of my friends, that's not how candles work. Fatigue, your muscles tight, your neck tight. All of a sudden you get all this back pain and you trying to figure out, well, maybe it's because I don't get a lot of exercise. Slow down and pause. Really look at what's happening. When the last time you drank real water or had an actually healthy meal? Is what you're going through. Are you now punishing yourself? So this is now not about lesson plans or students. Now we're talking about your body, how you're caring for yourself. How is one impacting the other? And if you're not sleeping, if you're not drinking water, if you're not exercising, if you're not laughing and spending time with people you like on a regular, how does that feed into what's happening into your classroom? So that SWOT analysis, we're only 9 minutes in. I'm not going to keep you the whole hour. Get you a piece of paper. Take that joint, fold it. Old school, what they say, hot dog, hamburger, Fold the paper so we can be all interactive. Go on, do it now. Because you logged on, so you might as well participate. Draw the lines down. You got your 4 quadrants. And then break it down. Freeze the slide. You'll need me. Strengths. What are some things that's working good right now? In terms of, okay, balance in your life, alignment, things that are helping you not to be overwhelmed, things that are helping you to deal with the dysfunction that you know that's there. Okay, it's there. And so how do we reroute energy to deploy our best self? Okay, what are some things that you know you're slipping in? Whether it be sleeping, whether it be enjoying your own family, whether it be some things you noticing like, I can't even get you're right, I ain't put a grade in, nail time. The kids don't know where they at. I ain't progress monitored yet. I'm just trying to make it. Whatever the thing is. And then you keep going. Don't stop at the W. Go to the, okay, so what are some opportunities? It's the end of the year. How do you not make time for fun? You know you have the opportunity to do it. When they come in your room, you can't tell me at this point of the year that you so locked to a pacing guide where y'all can't have a party in class. Come on, y'all. Where you can't randomly pick, nope, take a bunch of stuff that you like. Y'all, I'm going to tell you right now, everybody get a plus on my, and on this pile, no, you're not, because don't need to lie to yourself like that. What do you need to get off the plate? You're not going to do it anyway. Quit looking at the same pile, feeling guilty every day. Recycle the paper. Do something else. Recalibrate. What are some opportunities for joy? Open up the windows. Go outside for recess. Stay out there a while. Invite the parents to come chill and have a read-in day. Something. And then look at them T's, them threats. Them threats is that stuff you know is there. You trying to perpetrate like it's not there, but them threats going to take you out. Them threats is that stuff that you know you need to deal with. And you just hoping that thing don't pop off wrong. Go handle them threats. Them threats that look, you ain't really checking up on your own kids and you like, okay, we're just going to be okay. Or you done got a little loose and it was like, well, yeah, y'all can use the building for so-and-so program and you ain't monitored to see what is so-and-so program really doing. Because if this go left, it's going to fall on you. Who can you put in place to help micromanage some stuff when you can't be there? Some threats. You can't be the only person in the building who got the keys to everything. Because one day something's going to happen and you're not going to be able to show up to the building. Can the building run without you? Can your classroom run without you? Like, where are the other systems in place? Even in your home, are you doing everything? What's the backup systems? Who's your network? What's the threat? Take some time, you all, real talk. If you don't do nothing else, just stop and do that. Why? Because sometimes we look at all this other data in education and we missing the basic data that pertains to us. Blood pressure, hours slept, things like that. Last time you did something you actually enjoyed, the money you're saving for something that's for your, come on, y'all. I've heard this, I can't be absent because the kids really need me, so, and they can't find us up. Whose problem is that? Not yours. If you need to go to the doctor, please go to the doctor. And I ain't talking about some waiting till you dead. You got that same little thing and you don't know why this is going on in your head, and go to the doctor on first thought. Why? What, you gonna wait for a full aneurysm? What? Small things. Come on, y'all. Ladies, go get them things checked. Why? Well, I don't really have time. Okay. Well, let's see how much time cancer take up. Let's see how much time some other stuff take out. Keep driving your car and don't put no gas in it and tell yourself, I don't have time to stop for gas. Watch what happens. You will be stalled on the road. Let's see how much time you're going to make for a tow truck. Is your body not more important than the car? So with that, on our afternoon session, when we're actually involved, this is our warm-up session to get people hyped who are thinking about coming. Sharing is caring. This is when people talk. No one's here right now, so I'm going to give you mine, you all. This is beyond burnout. This is when a dysfunctional system will make you dysfunctional. And then you think you're losing it. And then you start not to like the people that you loved in the first place. This is when you have to say pause. My quick story is, I didn't realize the shift in identity and that change can be traumatic. So in the midst of teaching, I decided to start giving birth to children. Had the one baby, we was okay. By the time the second one came, I was like, wait, this ain't like the first one. I have 2 baby bags, these 2 years apart, and I got lesson plan bags, and I got to make sure this is right. And I'm still in the mind frame of watching out for 25 kids that I didn't give birth to. And then managing these two ones, and one is real small, and I'm not used to him being around because it's only been a couple weeks. You all, I kid you not, I'm driving over the bridge with my child. My child, who maybe was what, 3 or younger, is sitting in the back seat going, "Mommy, baby." And I'm like, "Okay, yeah, baby." "Mommy, baby." "Yeah, we have a baby." "Mommy, baby." And I turn around to reprimand the toddler and go, "Yes, Ethan, we have a baby." And I look and realize I don't have the baby. Y'all, I'm driving over the bridge. It hits me. I have left my baby at home. You can't U-turn on the bridge. I get back home by the grace of the Lord, Jesus Christ. Thank you, Father God. I run in the house and my baby is in the carrier, sleeping peacefully, sweet dreamingly. And I'm sitting there in tears. I grab my baby, he's safe. I put my baby in the car, and then I head to go drop my baby off before I'm getting to school. And I'm thinking to myself, how does a mother forget her baby? God. And I know they give you your little, at that time, 8 weeks, like that's supposed to really do something. I mean, do better, the state of Michigan, please. Anybody. Do better, schools. 8 weeks, I got this new little life, and my body is still reacting like I got somebody still in me. And I'm dropping this, and it ain't even registered. Because the entire 8 weeks, I'm thinking, oh my goodness, what's happening to my other 25 kids that I'm not with? Oh my goodness, I got to get ready and be ready for them when I show up. Oh my goodness, they're so behind. How do I already catch? All of this is on my head to the point where I miss my baby. So not long after, I happened to watch an episode of a woman. Just tell you how long ago this was, y'all. And it was on Oprah Winfrey. And she's a principal and she's crying. And she tells the story of how she forgets that her daughter is in her car. And it wasn't her day to normally drop her daughter off. Schedules had switched, rerouted. It was like school was starting back up. They were coming off summer, first day of school, and she decided she's going to go run and grab donuts for the teachers. First day, get all excited, do something special, welcome everybody back. And she's in the school. She's got the donuts out. She's welcoming people where everyone's coming in. And someone from the office goes, "Hey, Miss So-and-so, did you bring so-and-so to school with you?" And she's like, "What?" She's like, she's in your car. Looks like your daughter's still in. And she panics, freaks out. She runs and opens the car door. And the little girl has died because it is very hot. And the little girl has been in the car and the windows are up and sealed. And the little girl has died. And I remember everything in my body wanted to flood out. And the woman cried. They took her to the police station, and she's crying. She's saying, "I am the worst mother ever. I deserve whatever you're about. I can't." And she's trying to grieve the death of a child and the fact that she is the cause of it. And everything is just like, and I'm sitting there thinking, oh my gosh, I get it. Like this, I get how this can happen. If no one else in the world gets this, I get this. You are. I want to let you know, regardless of what's going on in that school, when you don't show up, it's still going to go on. If you leave today, and I hope you don't, but if you do, the building will go on because cycles continue, right? And it's at some point when we have to step in and say, this is not isolated. We have teachers who are getting to the point where they don't even recognize themselves. People who love kids don't like them right now. People who had joy and light now feel heavy and hopeless. And it was just like, wait, not just off the world in general, but your profession has turned into something that's causing the people who come into it to become something they're not. That's not normal. We can't be okay with that. And so shifting this to a lens of, okay, did I stop teaching after that moment? No. Did I have to reality check myself? Yeah. Did I have to pause, go back to that SWOT, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats? Hold up. You're going to lose your own family, Chantra. You're going to not know your kids, but you're going to know the NWEA scores for the other kids? And then one day when they scrap this or could care less about this or get a new thing, it's not going to even matter the hours you put in on that. What are we doing? So this is, and you can use this strategy because I always try to embed a strategy. What, so what, not what. Here's the thing, what? What the what? Okay, it's a lot of mess going on, a lot of stuff going on that we know don't make sense. So it's time to be ambassadors of sanity. That's the so what. So what? So let's be ambassadors of sanity. Stop the cap. Stop the Let's make sense of the facts. If your retention, if you losing half your staff every year, if people coming in heads down, pause. If the teacher's wilding out more so than the kids, pause. That's your class. That's your building. Yeah, you do have power to do some things. We got all these standards, the Common Core standards. You trying to stand on somebody else's core. You better go back to your core. You're there for a purpose. You didn't get called to that building for nothing. If you think you're there for no reason, please leave. You do no service if that's why you're there. We tell people that all the time. If you came here and you don't like children, and this is something you're doing as a default for a quick and easy check, and you don't even like the value the community we're in the words of one of my mentors, I'm gonna free up your future. Go away. Quit. At will clause. Goodbye. Whatever I gotta do. Take the time. I'm gonna have to give you a bad evaluation for several months till you leave. Why? If this is not it, okay, go find what is it. If somebody needs you. It's people here could need you if you acted right. You all, this is where you be like, you know what, for the sake of sanity, some stuff has to stop. That self-sabotaging, This is when we have them, my former principal would call them come to Jesus meetings. And you went in there going, oh man. And it was, no, ain't nothing to hide. It's some stuff we got to deal with because we deserve to be better to one another. Okay, Shan, okay, that's dramatic. So what is that supposed to look like? You all, I'm going to keep it short and I'm about to go. We're 22 minutes in. Did a PD on this one? Feel free to look it up on YouTube or call me. You all, stop, drop, and roll. Remember when you was little and they told you if it's a fire and your first instinct is, ooh, it's a fire, I'm going to run out? One, they told us to do what? First, stop, which seems completely opposite to everything your body is going to tell you to do. Stop. Then they said what? Drop, get down. They said because if it's the smoke going up here, that smoke could kill you quicker than the fire, right? It could get to you. Think about it, y'all. Y'all out there trying to put out all these fires. You need to, one, recognize, okay, you in a fire. Your first instinct is not always to put the fire out. You better understand the fire you in. We talked about seek awareness. Understand the fires you're in. You're caring for an aging parent. You better understand what that looks like, what it's going to require of you in new capacity. You just had a baby. Stop. You need to understand what that's going to now require of you. No, you ain't going to be staying after school coaching nothing. You got a baby at home. Man or woman or whatever. You got a child that you make that make sense for you. You just got a diagnosis. Stop. What will life look like? You got to brace for re-identity because you're not going to be able to do the stuff you was doing or some other shifts. Now you've encountered a loss. And yeah, you have the time, but your heart is somewhere else. And you like, wait. You're an empty nester. You done got divorced. You are, all of this stuff plays into where there is every change like that. Stop. Recalibrate. For me, that drop represents, okay, get down. No, I'm not trying to put out the fire. You all, it's a song that says, we didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world been turned. That means you trying to do all this stuff and make the whole world right. Right now, get down. Humble yourself. Get down. For me, I got to get down and pray. For some of y'all just need to get down and realize it's a lot going on right now. And I need to humble myself to see and find capacity, what's in my control and what's not. And if right now the base of what's in your control is to keep your own mind right, you have to pause and get your mind right. Your mind right. You can't lose you. You got one you. You can't lose you. You have one you. You cannot lose you. You got one. That's it. Stop. Recognize what's going on. Get down. Even when they teach you CPR, they be like, well, no, you don't run into a situation because you done got a CPR class. They said you better sit and survey the situation. Is it even safe to proceed? How many people are impacted? They walk you through a thing. No. You don't even know what you're going into. Do you need to immediately call for help right now? Assess the situation. Then they'll tell you, okay, then you move to next steps. When you get close to that person's body, you looking to see, are you breathing? Are you not breathing? Before you don't go in there busting out no compressions. What you doing compressions for and they bleeding? What you do some compressions and they choking? You are that coming down, self-regulation in that moment. Bring it down. What really needs to happen in this moment? What is the most not just urgent but important thing? What's really happening? What's really happening? It's not just about classroom management and oh well, you need a PD for classroom management. No, what's really happening? Where the kids is telling you to shut up and sit down. What's really okay, but slow down. No, quit just trying to assign problems and put band-aids on stuff. Something else, just stop. Because now you're not okay. That role for me, oh, by the way, go back to drop. Some stuff you got to stop doing. Example, no, you still can't coach after school. Yeah, you need the extra money because people need to pay you like you grown. Some of y'all need to drop some staff so you can better pay some other ones. Because when you really look at what they're doing, for real, really, do you really need the room where they all just go like, I mean, some of y'all might as well have pubs in y'all school. The room where they come and then they go in there and whine. Y'all might as well start wine and cheese. I don't know. Kids can't even drink, but y'all in there letting a bunch of people go in a room and whine about why they can't be in class. Why you not in class? Because they said so you just get to walk out of instruction and come in here and sit and post up like you at a resort. We gonna use a whole classroom for this? Are y'all serious? We paying the whole person for this? Now I know some of y'all gonna get in y'all feelings right now. I care not. You know why? Because that's not my call to care about that. If that's your call, you care about that. But for me, it's some stuff that I would, whatever your thing is, that you let go. If that's not the thing that's working for you, and you need a classroom, and you need that money to pay for a real teacher to run a real course, to help with a real area, or something else that's going to be functional, because the kids don't have basic skills and don't know how, and you need to go back to a home course for the kids who don't know how to wash up and don't understand what deodorant is, and for the kids who don't get their hair cut and combed, and you got to go back to aesthetics course for confidence. Do something. But my point is, whatever it is, sit down with yourself. Go through your SWOT analysis, go through your whatever you personally need to go through, your bills. I don't know what it is, but stop and give yourself permission. You can't do everything, and some stuff you got to let go. You can't save everybody. You can't be at every meeting. You can't micromanage every program. Some of y'all, you can't do every observation. Be for real. Counting how long an observation take, how many teachers you got, how many you got to do. Ain't nobody else on payroll qualified to do those? Why it gotta be you? Teachers, you grading every single assignment? Like, there's no such thing as a progression of learning and then an ultimate thing to observe that. Like, what are you doing? Why are you going home with all them papers? What are you doing? Why? Anytime you give a kid an assignment and you don't even have the time to look at it, you could have kept that because that didn't serve as nobody. Stop. Drop some of these unhealthy practices that are not yielding any return. Stop. You put them on the computers, you looking at the data, ain't nobody growing nothing. They've been stuck on the same lesson for 4 weeks. Okay, how about we stop? Last row. Yes, you have to move, but you have to move with wisdom and you have to move intentionally. Somebody be like, how is a fire? And your best thing is to roll. How I'm gonna roll through a door? How I'm gonna roll to set that they say? And when you get down, the reminder is you went down there intentionally to avoid the smoke that could take you out. So it's intentional, low, slow movement. You still moving, it's progress, but it's intentional and it's thoughtful and it's safety first. That's why you rolling. So whether the roll, the whatever you do and you trying to protect or something, it's protective. Okay. When it get to that place where you're feeling burnt out and about to like, and I'm done, slow down, intentional, safe movement. Safety becomes first. And I'm not talking about just physical, I'm talking about psychological safety. So at the end of this, you all, if we looking for the hope of next steps, y'all, we got to work together to build psychological safety. You got to look out for, I can't be but who I am. So for me, it's like, okay, Lord, where am I slipping to the point where I'm about to lose myself? Why am I in this building, God? What is the purpose? Am I supposed to still be here? Woo! Who do I need to be for different people? I know I'm supposed to do an observation today, but today I think I just need to be her sister. I think I just need to be a listener for this person. I think I just need to right now, I need to be this person's cheerleader. Why? Because they are at that edge point. And I got to walk in enough discernment and wisdom on how to, my first slide said, love. How do I love this person in this moment? Who do I need to forgive because it's locking me up on my staff, where staff meetings is feeling crazy? Take some time, seek that, because what we don't, burning out is one thing, burning up is something else, which means when that fire comes, you better stop, drop, and roll. You ain't got to burn up. Your goal is to get out safely. If the house is lost, the house can be rebuilt. That's what y'all tripping on. Y'all trying to save the pieces of the house. You trying to make sure the school, every piece of the school is a building. The building can be rebuilt. The building can be reconstructed. So you got to watch out for you, because if you can get out safely, watch this. You can show other people how to get out safely, because you can't save everybody, but you can give people the same things that you're being given, the tools to keep themselves sane and safe. And so that's what we're encouraging today, you all, with this week. We walking out with hope. We walking out with redirected energy. You do have the power to be able to hit a pause button in your building, a pause button in your classroom. You do have the power to say, hey, this thing we've been doing ain't working for us. And I see how hard y'all working. So we're going to pause for a moment to really look at what pieces of this is working for us and what pieces are not serving us. And we're going to walk in what's working. And it could be one thing, you all. It could be one thing. So as I get ready to close for the day, hopefully I get to see you tonight. If you're all able to log on, and then I get to hear from you and you all can share with each other. But like I told you, my revelation was, Shan, my burnout didn't look like giving up. My burnout looked like trying to do too much to the point where my house was slipping, my home life was slipping, and my irritation was going off the charts with the kids, because I was, in my mind, I was sacrificing my family for them, and they didn't care enough to produce. And I was gauging everything off of scores and letting observations dictate my identity. Yeah, I'm grown now. I'm free from that. And you can get your staff free from that. You can free yourself from that, you all. We got more power than we think we can. So with that, on real life, when there's actually people on here, go ahead and click that, whatever you took away from today, because we got to get in that mind frame also. And this counts for sketches, clock hours. Clock in this hour. You did your SWOT. Look at yourself. Think about next steps. Walk away with stop, drop, and roll, and the energy to then step into something that can help you and them kids in that building. One small thing, so that you don't lose yourself and do something for yourself and your family. All right. I love you all. Look forward to hearing from you this afternoon or this week.